Tumbler media is expensive, and I was at my parents' house the other day and I saw something out of the corner of my eye that piqued my interest. It was aquarium gravel. And I thought to myself, look at all those tiny little rocks there. And I also thought, those rocks look pretty smooth. Tiny enough to be ceramic media, smooth enough to be ceramic media, would have cool tumbled rocks in the end instead of tumbled ceramic media? I don't know. But I had to try it. So I said, Mother, can I please take home your aquarium gravel? And she said, well, daughter, that's a strange request, but sure. So that's what I did, and we're gonna try it. So what are you waiting for? Come on, let's do it. Okay, so I poured a bunch of this out on the table just to kind of take a look at what type of rocks these are. And one thing I noticed already is that they kind of have some sort of coating on them. They are relatively smooth already, which is kind of what made me initially think that they might be good media. However, I'm not sure what that coating is, so, and you can kind of see it's getting on my fingers too. So what I'm going to do is test these out in a tumbler barrel all by themselves without any rocks. And because they are already very small and very smooth, I'm just going to jump right to step 2. Now I can see that ones like this will tumble really well, but ones like this, I am not so sure I would want to use as tumbler media because there's lots and lots of little areas that grit can get stuck in. So is it tedious to go through and pick out all of the best ones as my tumbler media? But if it's cheaper, I do always like a better deal. And who knows, it might not even take that long. I cannot for the life of me find a good fast forwarding sound effect, so I'm just gonna do it myself. Okay, so I got about this far and then I thought maybe that this is a silly idea and I'm just gonna try a tumbler full of the actual aquarium gravel because honestly, who wants to pick apart all like the best looking rocks? I mean, maybe you do and maybe that'll work better, but we're gonna try it with all of them instead. Let's get these put in our tumbler. They're all in, let's add some water and grit. Like I said, we're gonna start with step 2. This is 120-220 silicone carbide. We'll do 2 scoops. All right, let's put them on the tumbler and see what happens. I am so excited. We'll check it in a week. Is it weird that I'm like nervous? Ooh. All right, let's give them a rinse. Look at that color too, actually, wow. Look at all those little gems. Okay, let's look at what they look like dried off a little bit. So here is a couple pieces that I dried off. This looks like a nice little milky quartz. We're gonna keep tumbling these, put them into step number 3, and then into our polish, and we'll see. Will we end up with a lot of beautiful shiny rocks, or will it be a dud? So we will do 2 scoops of borax. Okay, so here's kind of what it looks like. That water is quite interesting. This was only tumbling in borax, so that really tells you how much grit was remaining in these rocks. I'm really glad we ended up doing that borax rinse. But especially being outside, you can really see the color of these. I am so impressed that these are aquarium rocks. Now it's time to get these into step number 3. We'll see if they can polish up nicely. If they do, this is gonna be seriously a game changer for tumbling rocks. Okay, so we're gonna put in 500 aluminum oxide. This is my step number 3. Can't forget to add the water here. Okay. That's coming out weird. That's coming out really weird. Oh gosh. Okay, that was a little too much water. Now, this is why I add water before I put in the grit, but we're just gonna go with it. All right, let's take a look at our aquarium rocks. And in they go. We'll rinse them off really well. Okay, not too bad. There's like even some cute little banded ones here. Looks like some jasper and chalcedony mix. Got this cool guy over here. It's like spotted. Ooh, look at this one. It's so clear. Like I could see this as like a piece of jewelry or something. So a lot of these actually look really nice. We'll wash all of our little rocks and then move them on to the polish. All right, these were on for a few hours. Time to rinse them free of their borax and move them on to step number 4. Okay, look what I just noticed in the bottom of my strainer here. Do you see that? It's like, I don't know what that is. At first I thought maybe it was like some remaining borax, but it's not like becoming smaller when I rub it together. I don't know what that is. If that's like a bunch of, well, you can't see it very well, but if that's like a bunch of little rock bits or if it's like that coating that was like on these rocks in the beginning. I don't know, but I've never seen that before in any of my rock tumbles. Huh, super weird. All right, we did 2 heaping scoops of that, and we'll put it back on the tumbler this time for 2 weeks.
It's finally time to see what our aquarium rocks look like, and I am so excited.
The moment of truth. All right, so far so good. Okay, so I just put them back in our tumbler barrel with some water after rinsing them off really well. I want to put these in the ultrasonic cleaner to get them really nice and clean before we see the true final result, but I did take one, and let me just show you what this looks like dry. Okay, this is completely dry. Look, dry. You see that? You see that? Dry. If these all turn out like this, I am gonna be in shock. This is amazing. I am so glad that I thought about doing this. Like, this is what? Like, seriously, cheap, easy ceramic media replacement when ceramic media is super expensive? I cannot contain my excitement about this. Is that silly? But I really can't. Okay, so right now I have some other rocks in the ultrasonic cleaner, so in a few minutes I'm going to put these ones in. Seriously. If this works, I'm gonna be so excited. All right, so I put the rocks in here. All of this white stuff on the top is just some borax that I added. And we'll get this on. We're gonna turn the heat setting on and the timer for 15 minutes. Get them nice and clean, and then I'm so excited to see the shine. It's time to take a look at the final result. And here they are. Oh my goodness. Look at that beauty. That is so crazy. These are all completely dry. And do you see that? They are just like gems. I am so impressed with how these turned out. Like, these look amazing. I mean, like, I want to touch them. They're so silky and smooth. They almost remind me of like what you would buy at a gift shop, but like way shinier. And some of the colors on these are absolutely gorgeous. They even are like little see-through ones. Now, just imagine all this mixed in with our beautiful rocks that we're tumbling instead of having polished ceramic media. Even the ones that were like kind of rough to start with still actually took a pretty decent shine. I also really like the shape. Like, so many of them are just like perfect little gem sizes. And I don't know about you, but I honestly think that this is like a game changer. Not only am I no longer gonna be spending money on ceramic media, but I'm gonna have cool tumbled gems in the end too. And it's so much cheaper. Like, that big bag was not expensive at all. If you liked this kind of content and you're interested in becoming a patron of this channel, I would absolutely love your support. I do monthly giveaways, rock giveaways, and behind the scenes that you don't want to miss. If you head over to my Patreon and submit a pledge, let me know that you came from this video and I'll send you a little baggie of these beautiful gems. And I'll see you next time. Bye!